Hello Chalk friends, this is Grace here at Chalk Couture with the Comfy Nest. Ready to do another project with you. Gonna need your input. I always do. I always ask you guys for input as I work. Yesterday was fabulous. I'll grab that project here in a minute and show you what we did yesterday. It turned out really great. But let me just plug in my phone, get everything plugged in so I don't lose power or any of that jazz. Let's see, make sure I'm live in the right place. I don't do it often, but I did once before go live in the wrong place. So that has been known to happen. Say hello when you jump on. I'll be getting that prize basket out, and when we hit certain viewership, I'll add names to the prize basket. The way your name can be eligible to be in there is just make sure you say hello. Some type of comment, because I'll pull randomly from the comments the names of people to go in to potentially win some chalk goodies from me, some happy mail. Hello, Teresa. Thanks for saying hello. Let me get these comments up and running. So yesterday we did the sunflower, which was so cute. Let me grab it. Yesterday, and you guys helped me decide the whole way what we wanted to do here, which was really actually quite fun to do with you guys. Why can I not flip the screen? There we go. Cute, right? So this was actually 3 different transfers. I used a set of patterns for the polka dots, which were real little. I used the house pattern for that, which I just love that one. And then I used the hello, which was that's an old retired one. We have other ones now beside that one, but that one is not available anymore. But isn't that cute? I'm loving the colors. I was really struggling with that one to come up with what I wanted to do. So thanks for your help yesterday figuring that out. It's going to be the same today. So a couple of things. This board behind me I'm using to prop things up on and display, and I have not designed it yet. And I actually, speaking of hello, those kind of just words that you can put on things, I have these huge monger things. They're huge. They're huge, but they would fit. They would fit here. So I was thinking about taking that down and doing something with it. The other project that I have, I have so many projects lined up, you guys. I have one here it's been here for like a week. I've got 2 more over here that I may save for Watts of Love because they're really special. Hello, Erin. Welcome back. And Pat's watching from Iowa. Oh, sleet and cold. We have snow. We got snow the last 30 hours or so we've been getting snow. So we woke up to about, 6 inches, 7 inches. They told us 5 to 10 inches. And I half didn't believe them. And then it started coming down. Oy vey. I lose my patience with that, you guys, because I don't enjoy winter. I don't enjoy winter at all. I really don't. So I get cooped up pretty quick, and it's just a matter of it being too cold. I don't like the cold. Hey, Heather. She says she's ready to be home for the weekend. Where have you been, Heather? Hi there, Vivian. Welcome. She says, good afternoon. Okay, so we have that one. And then I have these tags. So it's a little bit of a challenge here with the tags. Only because they're not Chalk Couture. So they are chalkboard tags that I bought. And they're Derice brand. Chalkboard tag, all chalked up. They're MDF, but covered with chalkboard. But because they're not Chalk Couture chalkboard, I don't know. I'm going to chalk on them, but I don't know if it'll erase off as beautifully and cleanly as it does off of our boards. It definitely is a different texture. It is not the same as a Chalk Couture board. But I love these big tags for door hangers. And I thought this would be really a cool thing to do for Easter, for springtime, to have these tags done. So I want to do those. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Cheryl says it's a good sunny day. Well, good for you. I'm glad it's so sunny where you are. I'm so glad. That's good stuff. Okay, so to start, why don't we just start with the tags, because that one's going to be more involved, and then if I have time, we'll go to that one back there. Just at work all week and have a lot going on, so I'm ready for some mental rest. No doubt, Heather. Chris and I were just talking about this morning. So I told you guys, I think I told you guys, I talked to my sister. She was going for a haircut. She lives in Florida. And I convinced her to stay home. Like in the morning, and then that afternoon. So this was just I lose track of the days. Was it yesterday or the day before that Florida finally did a whole, like, what do you call it? Like, I want to say meltdown. It's not a meltdown, but we feel like we're going to have a meltdown. Like shut down, stay in, whatever they're calling it, where everybody has to stay home and stay in. So Florida just did that. So I think their restaurants were already closed, but like everything else was still open. So I convinced her yesterday to stay home. But my husband and I were talking about it. He's like, I think the stores in town are still open. I said, I don't think they are. Like, obviously the grocery stores are open. The pharmacy is open. Those are the only two places that we've been. Because we have to, right? You have to. And actually, I ordered for delivery from the grocery store. Thank you, Levers Markets, for having that option. And Chris has been the one doing the errands because he is going into our work, and we own the business. We have a big shop with like 1, 2, 3, 4 offices for the staff. So they each have their own office. And then one person was in the shop. So they each had their own space. So they did meet and how they were going to keep themselves safe. But he said, I think the stores in like downtown are still open. I said, I don't think they are. They shouldn't be. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Every state, it's so interesting when you listen to the news too, because every state is different. Look at, I got some static cling going on here. Static. Look at my hair. What is up with that? Cold here in Western Iowa, Deb says. Sleeted last night. Good gravy. Hey, Beth. My sister Beth is on. Everybody say hey, Beth. Hey to Elizabeth. She's still working. She is an essential worker at Mass General Hospital. She works in the, Beth, I don't even know, do you call it a daycare, Beth, or do you call it a preschool, daycare, preschool, essential workers? So she's still working, my little Beth, and I'm worried about her. You know, the employees of the hospital need daycare for their kids or they're not going to be able to work. So anyway, blessings to everybody. Sherry says hello. Hi, Sherry. Colleen, I have used cheaper chalkboards and they do erase, but they leave a shadow. See, that's the thing about it. Well, the thing is, once you get the paste off, you could always paint over the tag. But this is why I generally, especially for a chalkboard surface, if it's something that you really do want to erase at some point, you're just safe with the Couture brand because they're made to work with the chalk paste. Other brands may or may not erase, but you could get it off to get the texture of it off, and then you could just paint over it with a new color. So instead of thinking of it as a chalkboard, it is really just like a paint, actually. We're starting today at 5 in Mississippi. I'm still surprised it's so late in so many states. I really am, because it's so critical that everybody just stay home to keep this thing at bay. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for sharing. Our employees are still going to places to get parts and supplies. So there are quite a few open. It surprises me. Stay home, everybody. You don't need, just stay home. Just stay home. Hey, Donalda. Hello. I can read what you were saying on the screen. I've never seen that on live before. They're changing things, Teresa. That's good to know. They're changing things. It's almost like every few days when I log in, things are different again. And you just have to try to figure out how to do what you used to do on the new screens. Everybody's saying hello to Beth. Oh, sweet. Thank you. She says, I love your hoodie. Thank you. Yeah, so closed captioning always was never available on lives, but after the live, I would go back into the video and then you could add closed captioning afterwards when it was a recorded video. But during the live, they've never had it, so I'm really pleased to hear that they have it. They've added it. Isn't it crazy, Teresa, how it changes on a dime? New Jersey has been shut down for weeks and extended April. Pat, New Jersey's smart, but you guys are in tougher shape. You guys are ahead of us on the curve, and that's why I cannot believe, it just astounds me that the rest of the country doesn't get it. Like, are you not watching the news about what's going on in New York and New Jersey? What's going on in New Orleans? It's just devastating. It's devastating. It just blows my mind. Last night we watched the news, and this will be the last thing I say about it. The woman was showing the refrigerated semi outside of the hospital because they don't have enough room in the hospital for all of the bodies. So they have refrigerated semis outside that they can put the bodies in until they can all be processed and buried properly. Like, are people not seeing this? Just stay home. Just stay home and keep people safe. Billy says, I'm 69, my husband's 75, and I'm having a hard time keeping him home. Oh, yeah. Blessings to you for that. My daughter-in-law's uncle had the virus, is in a NICU, not an ICU, not doing good. I'm so sorry, Fran. That's just terrible. Things are closed in Ohio. It's so fun, though, you guys, to see where everybody's coming in from, because we're all over the place. Friends in Washington State. All right, let's get going with this. So what I'm thinking, 2 tags together, like so many are doing. These were wrapped really beautifully when I got them from Consumer Crafts. They were wrapped in bubble wrap really well. So I'm going to put that aside. 2 tags, and I will attach them to each other, but I'm going to chalk on both of them to design them. And these do, not scratch, but they get marked up. You can buff it off, but they get marked up pretty easily. And chalkboard is like that, though. Like even the Couture ones, you see a fingerprint really easy or whatever. But I'm going to design both of these, and I'm going to do it in kind of an Easter theme. So, drop my glue gun. Move on over. I'm going to put the screen down so you guys can see it. Let's get crafting, Cheryl says. Let's do it. Okay. And I wonder, just because of all the changes, can I flip my camera? Does it make it any better for you guys if I do that? Can you just answer me quickly? Is it better if I put it in that format so you can see more of the table? This has been adjusted too lately. Used to be that you had to do this change of the camera before you went live. And now I noticed today on my earlier live crafts for kids, it was extremely narrow and difficult to see. So I wonder if this is a better view for you. You tell me. My only fear is that the replay might come back funky. But can you guys just answer me if this is a better view for you than having the camera the other way? Okay, here's what I want to do. Here comes Peter Cottontail. I can't get enough of this guy. Okay, see that it's I can't do that because for me it's really hard to record or to show you what I need to show you. We're using him again, but I'm going to do something super funky that's going to blow your mind. Okay? Someone said no, one said yes. We're going to do something super funky with him. I love him, her, whatever. And then on the other tag, which is going to be in the background. So one will be on top of the other. So I'm going to put the bunny here. And then on the other one, I'm going to do, you can decide, either mini buffalo check. This is a size D that I cut. I had cut it right in half so I would have smaller pieces to work with. So either that or I really like the idea of the polka dots because I think they're really whimsical and fun. But I will take your votes and you guys can help me decide. While you're voting, I'm going to take out my supplies. I've got my squeegees, I got some stir sticks, I got my whatchamacallit, fuzzing thingy, majiggy. Hey you guys, I have a new bundle for you I'm going to show you today too. New bundle coming up. All right, I'm going to grab some pretty spring colors. I'm going to grab Wisteria. I'm going to grab Marvelous. I'm going to grab Eucalyptus, or is that what that's called? No, I want Ocean Breeze. Seafoam, that one's even prettier. Ocean Mist. Ooh, wait till you see all the pastes I got. And Daffodil, come on baby. And Navy White. Okay. I went and collected some pastes for us. Ooh, look at this pretty color. I get so cheesed about the pastels. I love them. I love them all. I love them year round, not just around spring. And I love my raspberry sorbet. These two are really bold. The white is the basic. I'm taking these, I'm not sure, but I want to go pastels. I want it to be really soft and pretty, even though it's on a black background. So you go girl, Denise says. Buffalo, polka dot, buffalo, polka dot. So one vote for each. Polka dots, polka dots. Okay, we got more votes for polka dots. Hi, Connie from North Carolina. Jennifer says she likes the camera this way. One of the new ladies on Essential Stencil had hers, so she had 2 cameras going at once. There was a little screen showing her face. Yes, Teresa, you have to pay for that service. It's an extra software, and I have not had the time nor the energy to look into it. Honestly, I just haven't had the time or the energy. Yeah. So I know that that's an offering, but you have to buy the service from a software company. And Mama, I'm just one girl. I just can't do it all. All right, more boats for polka dots. So we're going with the polka dots. Now I was wondering, I got to cut this off probably because it's just going to be in the way. I will save it because that's the way I am. So I cut it as close to that knot as I can, and then I can salvage that and use it for something else. Let's do the polka dots first. And I'm just wondering, I was kind of thinking of doing multiple colors. And this is not, I have not cut this one yet. So it's going to be big enough that I can get it on the whole. I've used it multiple times, so I don't need to fuzz it again because look at the back of it. Look at the back. It is so used. So I've used it so many times. So I don't need to fuzz it. You really need to fuzz when they're brand new. And when you're going on really smooth, slick surfaces. I think if I put this at a diagonal, I'll be able to get the whole darn thing at one time. Because if I go straight on, if I do it square, then I'm missing parts of it here or there. But if I do it in a diagonal, oh, I got this little spot right there. I think if I do it in a diagonal, I can get all of them. The one thing though, I do not want any halvesies. On the edge of all of these, you have half dots. Can you see they're all cut in a straight line? And I don't want any of those in the middle of my board. That would, see, and right here I'm getting that. That would be funky to just have 2 floating half dots there. So I'm trying to fit the whole thing on and have no half dots. There, I got all of that done. Stuck to itself. I think I'm there. So color choice. Color choice. I don't want white, I don't think. I want it to be very springy. So should I do multiple colors? I got all kinds of bubbles in this thing. Let me grab, I'm finding that this tool, which is the scraper for cleaning your transfers, I'm finding that it's actually very helpful in flattening out your, I got a half one right here, a half circle. So to make sure that I don't hit that, I'm going to get a little piece of painter's tape. Because you imagine, I get distracted while I'm talking. I'm going to put a little piece of painter's tape so I don't hit that half circle. And then I'm just going to make sure. Okay, now let's smooth it out. I'm finding this thing to be super helpful. Oh, there are the bubbles. You can almost even hear them. As long as, I don't mind if there's bubbles on the blue, the teal part. You're just going to make sure there's no bubbles on the silk screen part to avoid bleed through. I'm finding this thing super helpful. I think, Heather, you just ordered one of these. I got one right on this bubble. It's such a smooth surface that this actually helps you identify where the bubbles are so that you can work them out. Oh, there's a big bubble. There we go. Okay, colors. What are we gonna do? Should I do bands of color? Should I do a hot mess of color? I don't think I want a hot mess. I wouldn't mind just doing one pretty soft color. How about daffodil? Yep, that's daffodil. We'll do yellow because it just screams spring. Thank you, Fran, for sprinkling. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, guys. Oh, we've hit 30. Let me get a name in the basket. You guys are doing the work. You're doing your part, which is the more you share, the more viewers we have. The more viewers we have, the more names go in the basket. The names are pulled randomly from the comments. So just make sure you say hello. So Janet Murray. Janet, were you called the other name? Lucky girl, Janet Murray. You're the first name that I saw when I scrolled. Today is 4-3. Good gravy. Let's try to hit 50. If we hit 50 people, you guys let me know and I'll go and grab another name to put in that prize basket. Okay, I'm going to do daffodil. This is a bigger surface. So I don't want to use my mini because it would take me a long time to do it. This is the small squeegee. Just look at the difference in size. I normally use the mini. I do a lot of small projects. I love the mini. This is the small. That would work out well. The angled squeegee is great. You know, it has this little point, which I really like, but I don't use that one as much. This would be another good one. I have not had the strength. Some people use it with the handle, and some people take the handle off, and I have not had the strength to do that. Like, you have to like push this thing down. Ugh. Why can't I do it? Why am I so weak, people? Come on. I'm gonna have to get my husband to do it for me, or one of my kids. Anyway, I actually would like it without the handle too, but I haven't been able to get it off, so I just said, right, I'll use this one. That's the way I roll. I don't like, okay, that didn't work, I'll just use this one. All right, we're gonna go yellow because it's so pretty, and so it'll be striking against the black, and it screams spring, summer to me, right? See how fast and easy that can be. It's gonna take me a few minutes to finish all of these, so I might benefit from pasting it down. I wanna paste all of, you know, this section, and then I'm gonna peel this up so that it doesn't dry in the silk screen. So I'm gonna peel this up. Oh, it's still, as old as this thing is, it's pretty stuck on there still. Oh, I got bleed through. I just, I didn't press down hard enough, I think. Did I do, I missed one. I missed a half of a circle. It's okay. It's all good. I'm gonna get my paintbrush and a little bit of water. I must have put my Q-tips away. I'm not, where are my Q, oh, there they are. Short girl stretch. All right, I've got a couple of bleed through. So while it's still wet, just go in with your Q-tip and clean up around them. How did I get that there? But it's cleaning up nicely. So like I said, this is not a Chalk Couture tag. They don't have tags. I wish they have the mini tags, but not big ones. So you can come in with a paintbrush and a little bit of water if you have to re-wet it. Sometimes that's enough to just clean up. It depends on how big your little mess is. But I always have Q-tips handy to pick up whatever was left behind that you didn't want there. That one I kind of erased too much of. There. And because it's erasable, you don't even have to do this all right away. I just figure it's got to dry anyway. Everything's got to dry so I can put that back down and do it again. You can't use a dirty Q-tip. So once your Q-tip's used, you got to put it away. I'm gonna have to fill my little cup. I usually have this little cup here with my Q-tips in it. So as long as you are on a chalkboard, you should be able to clean it up right away. If you're on a painted board, you still can clean it up right away before it's wet. You usually can. Just remember, the more porous the board is, the more nooks and crannies it has. It's very difficult to clean something that has lots of nooks and crannies. Okay, I'm gonna put this back down because I imagine it's dry by now. I only got half of these two dots, so I'm gonna push them back down with this so I can make sure to chalk them. This same one here, I didn't do the whole dot. Okay, here we go. Whoops, I should probably put that aside so I don't get it on everything. When you guys come on, if you're just coming on, say hello. If you're new, type in new so we can say hello to you as a new viewer. I know I can tell I have because I know the names. We've got some returning viewers here. So welcome back to all of you coming back to Chalk Couture with the Comfy Nest. And for those of you that are new, welcome for the first time. Happy to have you, have your company. I'm gonna go all the way up. I have this all the way up, even over the little place where you're gonna put your ribbon or your jute rope or whatever it is that you're gonna put. Okay, now I should be able to pull the whole thing up. This one is having some bleed through, probably because it's such an old transfer, you guys. Probably, because it's just really old and I've used it a lot. I told you guys the other day, I have never used one so much that I've rendered it useless. Maybe this is going to be my first one because you can see it was on there really strongly, but I still have a little bit of bleed through. And I don't get too worked up about bleed through. I really don't. Because I know I can just clean it up so fast and so easy. So it doesn't really bother me. It's a little tedious, I'll give you that. But it's not the end of the world. It's just a little paste. And if I just have my little bucket of water and I put my paintbrush in there and get it wet and then pick up the extra paste, put it back in there because you want to now get that paste off of there, and then you can fix your little circles. And if you know my style, you know I don't get too worked up over imperfections. I just really don't. I won't let it steal my joy from having fun with my crafts. Okay, this one's pretty mucked up right here. I think it's because the transfer is so old. So once you've used it a dozen, 15 times, it's going to start to not work as well. And that's probably what's happening with that one. That's my guess, because I've had that one for a long time and I've used it for a lot of things. I mean, that's just the way it goes. All right, let's see. It's kind of like using up your favorite, like, I don't know. Have you ever had a pair of shoes that were just like your favorite shoes? And they get more and more ratty every day, but they're still your favorites. They're the most comfortable. And it's usually, for me, it's little like casual sneakers that I just fall in love with. I have this floral pair. They're from Rocket Dog. I really should get rid of them, but they're really comfortable and they're really cute. They're just getting really ratty. Well, I think my transfer is getting a little ratty, my polka dot. I think that's what's happening. But like I said, I don't mind the cleanup. I just won't let it bother me. It's easier to do. See, this one I'm gonna have to apply a little more, just work on it a little more because it's really dry. It's easier to do if you catch it right away and you just fix it right away. If you wait, you can still do it. It's just going to be a little more effort. Right here, I'm not liking the smudge right there. So I put the water on and then come in with your Q-tip and you're just picking the water up and you're rubbing it against the blackboard so that it picks up the stuff that you don't want there. So any place you have little marks that you don't want or smudges, like this is smudged right here. A nice, smooth, wet paintbrush and a Q-tip and you're good to go. There. Okay, it's cleaner. Doesn't need to be perfect in my eyes. Missed one. Right here. This was probably one of the originals too because it's really dry. Don't go in with too much water because just enough to wet the tip of your brush, and then I'm rubbing the brush back and forth very gently on that paste to dislodge it. And really, this is like an acrylic bristle brush. It's picking up the paste as I go. So now I have a little bit of yellow paste on the tip of that brush, and I'm going to use my Q-tip to pick up the excess water and paste. It's not hard at all to do that. Okay, I like the yellow. I think it's very pretty. This is going to be in the background, and then we're going to put Peter Cottontail on the front, and I'm going to attach these to each other. So now Peter Cottontail. Okay, now this one I have used probably 6 or 7 times. I probably should buy, I love it that much. I probably should just go ahead and buy another one because I think I will love this bunny. I think it's classic. I think I'll love it even next year, for next spring and Christmas. But I was thinking I would stack him. I think I want, not touching, like I'm not going to have him touching each other, but put one. I think I can fit 3. If I do 1, 2, oh, it's going to be tight, 3. I may have to go all the way to the bottom. I was going to leave a little space on the bottom to put some of the flowers, but I might have to go straight to the bottom. I'm kind of looking at where the ear is and then trying to position his bottom where my finger is to make sure. If I go straight down to the bottom, I'll have enough room. I'm going to do him. Do you remember the other project that I did that I made the video on where I did him in 3 different colors like that? I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to keep with 1 color, I think, and then I'm going to embellish with other colors. And that one I did in bright, like teal. This was teal. I used bold colors. And I used the saying, be bold, be brave, be brilliant. I used teal, I used bumblebee, and I used Raspberry Sorbet. They're all really bold colors. This project, I want it to be really subtle and soft. And if I can get the bunny on here, I'm going to do it 3 times. If I do it in one color, I won't have to clean it in between. So if I did it once there, I will fit it 3 times. Should I do them wonky? I think I will, because you guys know I like wonky. So stacked, but I'm going to stack them, but I'm going to lean them a little bit to the left and right. I saw, did you guys see the one, somebody used this bunny to have a bunny standing up. So they used this transfer and they did it in sections so that he was standing upright on his hind legs, and it was brilliant. If somebody reminds me and I can find that photo, I will share it with you guys. Because that's something I wouldn't mind trying too. All right, I'm going to put the yellow away because I'm going to use a new color, I think, just to bring in another spring color. Any votes for what color to use? I've got Marvelous. That's Seafoam, which is like a green. This one is Ocean Mist, which has been really popular. And I have Wisteria, which I kind of am leaning toward Wisteria. I'm going to clean this while you guys vote. And let me just check real quick for comments. Let's see. Oh, I'm really late on comments. Oh, Tracy, that's what I'm thinking too. Wisteria with the yellow. Here's the yellow that I use, the daffodil. Those are really pretty. And then I'm planning on using a wide ribbon if I can figure out a way to get it through. The holes on these tags are really little. They're not very big. So I'll have to like really, I was thinking of a wired ribbon that's like a really wide, pretty wired ribbon, but I hope I can get it through there because the holes are like tiny. They're just big enough for the rope, the jute rope that it came with. Wisteria, Colleen. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of votes for Wisteria. Okay, we're going to do 3 purple Wisteria, and I'm going to do 1 backwards. So that's what's going to blow you away. I hope this works the way I want to. So I'm going to have them facing different directions. Let me get rid of the other ones. So one is going to be facing, it's to my right. Him being on this side is my right. I'm going to do one facing to the left. I'm going to flip it over and try to chalk it one to the left, and then I'm going to flip it back over and try to chalk it one to the right. Now let me say to you, first of all, it already looks like it has paste on it, but I think it's just stained from my using it the last time. It's not, and this one has such incredible detail. The paste isn't in the silk screen, it's in the adhesive part. At least that's what I think. And I have like a big, I want to try to get that off. I don't know why that annoys me to have something like a fuzz that's just, it just seems too big to need to be there. Anyway, I think I'm going to do this one first. No, actually, I'll do the other 2 first because I'm going to need it to be on its sticky side for these 2. And when I do this, then the sticky side's going to be a mess. I may have to clean it. I may just have to clean it in between each one. Let me get this one done and then we'll just see. But I am going to flip it over. I did do this. I accomplished this the other day. So, see, I put the black paste cap on the Wisteria. I'm such a terrible, I'm so terrible. I'm such a messy person. I admit it, you guys. I'm messy. It does bug me sometimes. But it's like, oh well, what can I do about it? It's too late now. I just used this a few days ago, but look at it, it's already a little bit getting dry. This is the nature of paste. Don't let it get you upset. Don't let it like bug you. It's just the nature of the beast. You just have to, and like I always tell you, the shimmers don't do this. Paste, or excuse me, inks and shimmers don't do this. They don't get dry. But paste, because it is a chalk product, you're going to have to reconstitute it with water. Use distilled water. You can get it at the same place that you get spring water. I have a gallon. I've had a gallon in my craft room. I don't know. I have a half gallon left, and I've probably had it in here for 4 or 5 months at least. So you don't need, you're just using a spritz at a time, so it's not a lot. But you'll learn as you go, for those of you that are just beginning, I did post, I'm going to have another chalk party, like a one-on-one workshop on April 26th, because I already have 3 people signed up. I've had more requests for that. And you're all welcome to do it. It's just, it'll give you more confidence. Look at, you can see, I'm going to show you something if I can get it in the camera. I can't see it now, but see this corner right there? You can see there's like a little dry blob right there. It just dries out. It's just the nature of it. So when you're stirring this, the little stir stick, get it in all those little crevices to make sure you work in all your paste. Anyway, we'll go over all the basics in that chalk party, that chalk 101. But just know, as you start working with it, new folks, it is a little bit of a learning curve, but as you start working with it, you'll get to know how moist you want your paste. I like Heather said, she likes hers really loose, and I don't want it really loose, but I do like it to have free movement. If it's ever ruddy or you're having trouble spreading it, or another clue that it's too dry is when you pull up your transfer, if you've worked quickly and you pull up your transfer and your design didn't transfer onto your surface, then your paste is probably too dry. So that's another clue. All right, let's get this one done, and then we'll see. I may have to clean it each time. That is a little painstaking, but I think it's going to be worth it for the look that I'm going for, because I think it'll be really cute to have them a little bit wonky and stacked different directions. And we'll be able to see now what this wisteria looks like on here. I'm going to try to pick as much of this paste up so that it's easy to reuse over and over again, and I don't have a ton of paste left on here. That's my goal. Look at the detail on this stinking bunny. Right. That is so cute. So sweet. I love, love, love it. Now my hope, if I want to flip it over though, look, I have paste on here, and if I flip it over, it would just get on the board. So I better just be safe. Let me find a place to put this that's safe. I'm just going to clean this in between. It won't take very long. It's a good demonstration of how to clean for those of you that are new. I got to check comments and see, are there any new folks out there with us? I haven't checked the comments. Let me grab shop towels. I like shop towels because they're more sturdy. They last longer. If you're just going to clean them without a sink, I really prefer to take them to a sink and just run them out of under nice lukewarm water, not hot. Not hot. You don't want hot water. That's my preference, but when I don't have a sink in my little space here, so I have to just do this. And that's why the craft mat is nice, because you can just work on your surface and clean it. All the paste, the glue, paint, it all comes off this craft mat really easily. Okay, blow dryer. I'm going to reposition this because my blow dryer is plugged in back behind me, and the cord always gets stuck. Ooh, stuck on himself. Come on, bunny. Work with me. I'm going to move my paste away from the hair dryer so it doesn't get any more dry. Give this a little quick dry, and I'll check comments. Oh, Tracy says, I can't wait to get that color. That bunny just makes me smile, Janet says. And since we are in lockdown, I need a reason to smile, right? We all do. Oh, look at Tracy's little, look at her bunny emoji. That's adorable. That's what I told you guys. Fran says, I didn't know you could flip it over either. Fran, Colleen, Denise, I'm blowing your mind, right? I'm blowing your mind. You can flip it over, but let me tell you, it wasn't designed for that. This is, I'm gonna make you laugh. It's just the way my mind works, but listen to me. Let me just say something to you. This flipping of the transfer, I've done it once successfully, so I have no idea. I hope it works right in front of you. These were not designed to do that. The adhesive is on only one side, obviously. They don't make them double-sided adhesive. But it can be done. so it's like the black diamond of skiing. If you've ever been skiing, you know, I've gone several times with my kids and I don't love it. I don't like cold, I don't like heights, and I don't like going fast. I don't like any of those things. I would always pick a canoe or a kayak over a motorboat, or like my kids like the jet skis. They want everything. They're boys. And my husband is such an adventurous that way. I'm not that way. I'm not a black diamond girl. I'm not a black diamond slope girl. That's just not me. You'll never, ever catch me. In fact, I have almost an anxiety attack on the little tiny, and we have little tiny, we don't have mountains on this part of North Dakota, so we have hills, we'll call them. And I nearly have anxiety attacks going up on the chairlift because I just can't. I just can't. It drives me crazy. Anyway, I'm not a black diamond girl, but this is kind of like a black diamond chalk couture method. You can try it. I'm not going to guarantee your results, okay? It's a, like, try it out, see if you like it, see if you don't. It's not going to stick. It's going to slide a little bit on you. So if it helps you to get a little piece of painter's tape and hold it down, do that if your surface will allow it. Let me grab my painter's tape. I must have moved it, my skinny one, because now all I can find, oh, duh, it's right in front of me. So when I did it the first time, I did not tape it down. But if you're, if you want a little security, just tape that down in a couple of places to hold it in place so that you have your hands free to chalk. Like I said, I've only done this once and it worked great. But you see the sticky side is up. We're going to try it again. I'm just going to try it to show you. I think it can be done. I've done it before. I'm hopeful that it's just going to work again. You just want to hold it so that it stays smooth. I honestly wouldn't try this with multiple colors because it's kind of risky as it is. But you guys, this is the beauty of crafting and creating. You just play with it. Do what you want. I'm being a little risky because I don't know that this would erase off this chalkboard if I screwed it up, because it's not a chalk couture board. But look at that. Look at that. It worked. But I took the risk that it was going to work because I've already tried it once and I knew it was going to work barring any major troubles, right? How about that? How about that? Now, to do it again, I'm going to have to flip it back over to get the look that I want. And this is dirty. It's got like paste smudge on it, so I'm going to have to clean it again. But tell me your thoughts on that. Colleen says, I don't like colder heights either. Me neither. I'm just wondering, I'm looking at that black tag. Well, let me wonky. And Denise says wonky, right? I need a t-shirt that says that. I need to get my t-shirts made. I have a little, I found a person who's like independent, who she's just starting her own little business and she makes shirts, and I'm asking her to mock up some shirts for me that I can wear. And then I thought it would be really fun if I could make them available to you guys if you like them, because they're fun and funky. You know, I'm wonky and they can just be fun to wear. Yeah, wonky, that's me. Okay, so now though, I did this. This is ready to go for a third time, but now that I'm looking at this, yeah, do I want to do a third one? Let me just dry this because I had a lot of water. Dry that off, move that over, and then let's look at this. I can't believe it. It worked out really good, you guys. Worked out really good. So now we just need the third one on here. This would be really cute, you guys, if you had 3 kids, to do these 3 and then put the name, like you could write with a chalk marker the kids' names. Wouldn't that be just so cute? Or grandkids or pets. How about your 3 puppies? You could name them. But little, just so cute. All right, let me see. I gotta dry this so I can use it again. But this is the beauty of chalk couture, being able to use these over and over again. I love this design. When I really fall in love with a design, like the bumblebee, when I fell in love with that one, I made sure to buy 2 because I knew I would use it that much. And when my little floral shoes that I love, I should have bought 2 pair because I love them so much, and now I can't find them again. The same exact cut. They have floral sneaks, but not that floral. Now I'm feeling like I'm getting really close to the top, but it will work if I do one more bunny here, and then I'm not sure how I'm gonna embellish yet, but we're gonna do some embellishments. This is starting to get really more like less sticky on the back, but I've probably used this 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to count. I had to have used it. This is probably around the 10th time that I've used this transfer. So they'll tell us we'll get like 12 to 15 uses normally out of a transfer. And you saw my polka dot. I think that the polka dot, the adhesive on it is wearing out, and I can still use it. It just can be a little messy. So if you really want your things to not be messy, you may be the person who wants to, just get rid of it once it's got to the point where the adhesive is no more adhesive. But I don't mind working with a little mess. You saw me with my polka dots. I won't clean this now. I can clean it later. I don't have to have you sit through that because I'm done with that now. Done with the bunny for now. But I feel like it is getting less adhesive. Okay, so you can see this one is completely dry and how bright it is. And you can see when the paste is a little wet, it's really darker. So we're going to have 3 brighter bunnies when they all dry. But I like that they're stacked and they're looking different ways. So now the decision is now what do we do with it? So we have these guys. Let me put this away. Where did my wisteria go? Let me get this in the bucket so I can put it away. And what I generally do, you probably I slabbered some paste on there. What I generally do is just put a spritz or 2. If this one tends to be dry, I put a spritz or 2 of water in there before I put it away to keep it from drying out completely. I got a little paste booger, I call them, on there. Yep, that's gone. Okay. All right, so now let me grab these 2 and put them together, and we'll get an idea of what we're looking at here. So this is super cute. So I'm going to, and I can cut this off because I don't think I'm going to use jute. And I don't need the tag. Oh, the tag's already gone. I'll save it, but there it goes. So I'm going to attach these like this, but I need to do something more here. I'm thinking it would be really cute to have a few polka dots on there here and there. I don't have room for Cottontail Farms anywhere. The 3 bunnies filled the space. The other thing I could do is carrots. I could kind of stick carrots around, but I like the idea of the polka dots because it would be coordinated. I have to get just a little like smear of paste when that little paste booger was there. The other option is to come in with flowers like these. If I had room for the eggs, I would put eggs on there too because I love all these things. But these cute little flowers, I could come around, that's what I'll do. I could come around with these little flowers and just kind of sprinkle them with flowers. Should I do flowers and polka dots or just flowers? What do you guys think? I'll do them in yellow, I think, to just coordinate it. Let me do a few flowers and then we'll see what we think. I love your opinion though. You guys, you helped me the other day with that other, you've helped me every time I've done one, but I asked your opinion and I love to hear what you have to say. So if I'm just going to pick out individual flowers off of this and use them on here, I'm going to use the multi-tool because it's really like a mini squeegee and I'll be able to do these tiny little spots. And I'm going to just spread flowers all over the place. I'm going to start with the yellow so it's coordinated. Yeah, see, it says yellow flowers too. I think so too. And then I can do, we'll do a really pretty, I'm hoping to find a really big ribbon that I can use to make a bow and a ribbon on the top. But this is pretty new. I don't even know. I don't think I've used it actually. It's small though. I'm not worried. I'm only going to put it on. I'm not pressing the whole thing on. So I'm only going to lay it on there and then do a flower at a time to kind of fill in some flowers here. So I'm not worried about it sticking too harshly. Can you guys hear the guitar? I don't know. I don't know if I just want to go on the outskirts. My 14-year-old is playing guitar. It sounds good. I like when they play. I told him, you know, he should be signing up for driver's ed. Sorry about that. My husband just called. I denied him. Talk to you later, dude. He should be signing up for driver's ed, but I'm sure that's not all happening now. So I don't know what's going to happen with that for the poor kid. Okay, so this one's getting a little messy and a little scratchy. That one, I've used it 3 times, so I'm going to move over to just a different flower now. Like, because I have all these flowers I can use, I won't have to clean it in between, but I could probably use each flower 3 times before I have to move on to another one. I do like to sometimes do one kind of going off the edge. My poor husband. He tries, oh, see? Okay, let me just show you the reason why that one's all smudgy. Do you see that the paste is like clogged the silk screen? So that one just didn't work. It just didn't work. It's very smudgy. I am going to erase that one. It's a chalkboard. I don't know if it's going to shadow because it's not a chalk couture one, but since it's still wet, I have a feeling it won't. I think the shadowing comes once it dries and then you try to take it off. So I want to erase that one because it just was too scratchy for my taste. Okay, there we go. Easy breezy. I'm going to move to a new flower. Don't use that one again. See, they're just clogged. Those little silk screens got clogged up. It's okay. It's not my arteries. My arteries aren't clogged, just a silk screen. It's all good. Just make sure that you take off the excess. See, now this one that I just did right here, it's not clogged. So I should be able to use it again. I like to hang them, like I just said, I like to hang them a little bit off the edge every once in a while. That didn't work, you guys. Look. Didn't work. It's not liking me using them more than once. I don't know if it's the paste. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 full flowers on here, and then there are some part flowers. So I should be able between all of those, like let me put one, you won't even see it if I put it there because the bow will be in the way. But I'll use one of the half ones kind of coming off the board. And then I'll save the full flowers for the parts where I want it like right in the middle of the board. And I have 10 of them. So even if I had to clean it once, that's all right. I can live with that. See, everything doesn't always work just the way you want it, and that's okay. Don't let it work you out. Just see, this used to happen to me a lot when I was quilting because I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with fractions, and I am not a perfectionist. And that when you aren't those things, it really shows in quilting. Quilting really, it can really require preciseness, especially if you're putting squares together and you're putting 100 squares together, and if a couple of them are wonky, you won't have a square in the end. Believe me, it won't be quite square or rectangle. So I used to get very frustrated when I would quilt, and when it started to take the joy out of it for me, I knew, okay, it's time to take a break. Because when I would get so frustrated that I was hating it, like resenting it, it's like, nope, crafting is not supposed to be that. It's not supposed to make you so crazy in the head that you just want to scream. It's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be relaxing and fun. These are really cute, you guys. I'm liking it. I was trying to stay close to the edges, but I may end up putting one in that little space right there too. Let's get these. The other idea I had was to put a few polka dots to match the other board. So you guys tell me. I've got most of the flowers on. Should I go in and add some polka dots too, or do you think it would be too busy? Is this just enough decorative stuff on here that it's going to be just fine? I found a flower that's almost all the way whole, but I can hang it off the edge here. Oh my God, I'm thinking this is super cute. I'm really liking it. I got to turn it so that I can get the bottom here more easily since I'm short. Okay, I'm going to put that one right there. This is such a nice little tool for this because you can just, it's almost like a pen. You can just keep dipping it into your paste and getting what you need. Let me put one here. All right, let's look at this because I kind of have it all the way around. Let me put these 2 things down. And then let me hold it up. I am such a visual person, you guys, so this is what I do. Flowers only, Tracy says. Oh, Beth says flowers only. Erin says the yellow ties it together. Flowers only. Yeah, you guys all saying just flowers. All right. Everybody says just flowers. And Cheryl says same here when I was quilting. Use the part ones on the edges. Yes, Erin, exactly. That worked out really good. Let me hold these together so you can kind of see what we got so far. And then we'll figure out how to work in ribbons. So it's gonna kind of be, this is cute. Hold on. But I don't have it, I still think that the yellow paste is wet over there. So I usually attach these together right at the top, like right here. I usually attach them together. So what I have done in the past, do you guys like it? I feel like it needs more. It needs something. What I've done in the past is I have wood glued, because I've had wooden tags that I painted. So I've wood glued them, and then you can take a stapler with a narrow staple and just staple it from the back so that it all stays attached. If I were just to put ribbon on this and then hang it on my door, one is going to obscure the other. Gravity is going to take hold, and they're just both going to, one's going to get covered completely. So normally you're going to have to like connect them. And what I was thinking for this one, because it's a chalkboard, is that maybe I'll use Velcro. If I used adhesive Velcro, you could tear them apart and take it down, even though it has a little piece of Velcro, but then you could still erase off the paste and redecorate it, say, for fall or for Christmas or for whatever occasion, 4th of July, whatever you want. So let's see, I see more comments. Needs something on the dots. It needs something, right? A color from the bunnies, but darker in the ribbon. Okay, that's a good idea. I feel like it needs something too. I'm thinking it's gonna be like that. I'm thinking this one is too busy. Like, what is it? Maybe what I could do on that one is add some fabric to the actual board. Like, should I wrap some of the ribbon around that one? Let me just grab some ribbon and see what we get here. Hang tight. Happy spring. Okay, what about, hold on, we need to do something, right? What if I took, hold on, I got a bucket here. I got a bucket. Move over, bunnies. We need room. We're gonna look in this bucket and see. I'm just wondering if I had something, if I had a shape, not a square or a rectangle. What if I had a little shape that I could put on there and had a little, like, it said something on there, like Happy Spring or something. It might be too much. Let's do it maybe with fabric. Or, not fabric, ribbons. Okay. I got bins, people. I got bins. Mama's got bins full of stuff. Put the hairdryer away because I think we're done with you. I don't know what's under there, but it feels pretty soft. I hope I'm not ruining anything. Okay, we got ribbons. We got some ribbons, but I don't know what I have that's springy. We got yellow and we've got lavender. I told you I tried to organize these so that I could see them all from the sides. And then what happened is it fell on the floor and they all went undone. And then I'm like, man, what did I do all that work for? It took me forever to like organize the sizes. And that is so springy. And that's yellow. You know what, you guys? To be truthful with you, I am not a huge fan of purple, although I love that wisteria. I am not a huge fan of purple, so I don't think I'm even gonna have a purple ribbon. Like it's not in my vocabulary, purple. I probably, and I was on a ribbon kick for a long time, so I have 2 of these bins full of ribbon. That's all I'm seeing from that one. That could be possibles. Polka dots around, let's see, polka dots around the outer edge, wording in the middle. Right, Denise, something. How about if you put some carrots in the middle of the other board? Like those little ones. Hold on. You know what I have too? I have the little ones. I have that other bunny set. We gotta figure this out, girls. Let me grab my other ribbons first. Hold on. I got another stack of ribbons. Wait, let's look. You think I got a few ribbons? Oh, that's not the right color, but that's pretty. See, this is the one this one has a lot of Christmas and it has all my burlap in it. So I don't think this is gonna have, although burlap to the rescue. Burlap always to the rescue, right? Ouch! That was one of their pricklies stuck me. Okay, what about, ouch, I got stuck again. It's because I'm being quick about it. That's like the one I used on that other one, except it's got a smaller lace in the middle. I'm just pulling stuff out, you guys, so that we can look at them. You're probably looking at going, oh, what are you, crazy girl? That's not going to go. What do we got in here, people? Ooh, yellow. Oh, that's too big. I was like, ooh, yellow. Oh, it's on sale. So I probably grabbed it like, oh, you never know when you're going to need some yellow. That one's plain. And I could layer ribbon. That's the other option, is layering some ribbon. But hold on, we got the other side here. All right, there's nothing else in here that's gonna work. So let me put this aside and I'm gonna grab, where are my bunnies? Like you guys, it's kind of funny when I do one of these projects with you guys, and like today, I start pulling all this stuff out and then I don't put it right away, and then it's a disaster in this room because there's just piles of, I have these guys. These are the bunnies from last year. Let's see if there's anything in here that we like. So these are like those double-sided cute little bunnies, or like they're not double-sided, they're layering bunnies. Here's some carrots in this one. I'm not seeing anything on here. I was thinking maybe the only thing, I like the pail because that's big and it's got a lot of like, it's plain, so it would, I feel like the dots need to be grounded. There's just too much there. So we could probably do it with ribbon. Let's try that. Hold on, hang tight. I'm just gonna put these away. Let me flip through here real quick. Nope, these are all winter. Winter time, don't need them. Don't need the winter. Okay, so I'm thinking that ribbon is gonna be our choice. I kind of thought maybe another tag. I could tack a tag on the front of it. Oh, I never even covered that. That would be problematic. Okay, so this is the one I'm feeling like it's just too busy. So, but I do like them together. I think they're super cute. So what if I use some ribbon on here to ground it, and I use the same ribbon that I use up here to hang it, okay? So like for example, could we do a band of ribbon just on the polka dots? I like the idea of a wider band, and then we could put something on the front of it, like a phrase or something, right? So if I had a wide band of ribbon. Although I love this, I don't think that's right. Although I love it. It really does soften it up though. So if I did that, I wouldn't even need to put a phrase on it. Although I have this space here, I have all those little words. Like we could put family or friends or together, so blessed, something like that on there. Let me look at comments and see what everybody's thinking about this. Make some room here, move the dirty transfer out of the way, and then let me look at comments real quick. Oh, Erin loves this. Do you like this one? Carrots on the burlap as a bow. Who said that? Denise, good idea. Yellow and or lavender like bunnies. Burlap, but put carrots on it. I like the lace, you guys. I like my lace. I do. I like it. All right, let me hang up. Let me get rid of this painter's tape. I'm going to cut a piece of lace and we're going to take a look at this as an option. I'm just gonna cut a piece. I would have to like tack it on the back, and I would use, you could hot glue it, but if I want to take this apart sometime and erase it, hot glue is gonna be harder to pull off. Then I like my glue dots. Those glue dots work really well for erasing things. Like, or just for, I'm not erasing things, for just pulling it off. But what if we did the back and then we had this? You guys tell me, no, honestly, tell me what you think. And then let's see, where's my burlap that would fit? I had burlap, didn't I, that would fit, hopefully fit in that hole, because these holes are just tiny. Those holes for hanging, or I suppose I could just use jute, which would match the, I thought I had a narrow burlap. It's probably in the other bin, which is over here. Hang tight. Oh no, here it is. It doesn't really match though. It's not, this one's really a coarse burlap and this one's more fine. The color matches, the texture doesn't match at all. But I'm gonna cut a piece of this off and even see if I can string it. I don't even know that I'll get it through the hole, to be honest with you. I'm making a little, looks like a little tortilla roll out of it. It's not gonna fit, you guys. These holes are freaking tiny. They just be too small. It's too much fabric. I can't even get it through. Are you kidding me? I can't get it through. It'd be too much fabric. That is wild. You ever see? No, I've never seen it this way. Okay, that's not gonna work. Now, I suppose I'm back to using this. I could use the jute. That would match the burlap, but is it enough? I think the polka dots are just throwing me off a little bit, I think. I still think carrots dangling on a burlap bow. Dangling. Yes, once I can figure out the bow, but I can't get the bow in there, Denise. I can't get the bow. Cut it in half, friend. Do you think it'll work? I thought of that, but I don't know. Let's try. I can cut a chunk of this in half. Let's just see if I can get part of this through before I go ahead and cut the whole thing in half. It's really fraying, which I think is actually very cute. I've rolled it up like same way, just like a little tortilla. And it has a wire. Oh, Fran, look at, all right, baby doll, we're in luck. Okay, I have carrots from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. Let me grab those and we could dangle them off the bow. I'm just gonna cut these in half, and clearly this is not a straight half. It's not really straight, I'll tell you that much. Because I'm not measuring, I'm just like winging it. I'm good at winging things, you guys. I'm good at like on the fly. Have you guys watched that? There's a show on TV where they get all these crafty people together and they just give them a certain amount of time and they don't know it's kind of like the cooking shows where they don't know what the ingredients are until they just like the timer starts and then they have to figure out what to do with everything. Oh no, it's not coming through. Oh, there we go. Woo, gee, that was hard to do. I like to have like a little bit of ribbon hanging down from the front. And we could actually use that to hang the carrots. So after I get this in here, we're gonna grab some of those carrots and maybe I could even hot glue. We'll just see. Because the carrots are gonna be orange. They're gonna add a different color in there and I don't know if that's gonna work or not. This one, I can't get it tight enough. Come on, you can do it. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? I can't even get the stinking wire in there. Oh, come on, baby. All right, we got it. It is like lodged in there. I probably could hang it without even having to tie anything. It's so tight. Okay, but imagine. It's really thin, you guys, though. Is it too little? Carrots, where are you? I haven't even shown you. I have I have a new bundle for you guys that I'm so excited to show you. I haven't even shown you that yet. Hold on, wait a minute. Where are my carrots? Oh, I have these carrots are from Hobby Lobby. They're much too big. Hold up, girlfriend. Oh, you be hiding from me. Here you are. All right, look at these are from Hobby Lobby. Aren't those cute? They're much too big though. Moss. Hello, Moss. We're pulling out all the stops now, girls. We got these carrots, and we got these little carrots. We have these carrots. We would have to do groups of 3, no? Good thing I bought 2 of them. Right? We want to generally do groups of 3. So if I used a little jute rope to tie these 3 together, I don't want to tie them up there though. They're really cute. If I did it like these are tied together. If I tie them from here, I think that looks a little silly. But if I tie them from here, then can I do something with them? You know, because if I can adhere any of this stuff to this temporarily, right? Just temporarily, because it's a blackboard and I want to be able to redesign it when the new season comes. So if I can pull it together where I glue dot it instead of hot glue it on, or I tape it, or somehow get creative, tie it on instead of using a permanent way of connecting them, then when spring is over or Easter is over, I can take this down. My goal was to be able to take it down and wash this off and do a new design for like 4th of July or whatever it is that we wanted to do. So actually, the carrots, where are you seeing that fit in? Frayed looks better. Denise, I thought of that, Donalda, to just drill bigger holes. Cut it in half. I still think the carrot's dangling on a burlap bow. Well, I don't know. So these, maybe I should get I bought some adhesive tape that is Velcro. So I don't care if the Velcro, this adhesive tape that is Velcro, I don't care if that is permanent in this position. That doesn't bother me. I want to be able to pull it apart and put it back together so that I can change it out every season, if that makes sense. I bought this stuff like a month ago and I haven't had time to pull it out or use it. But I think it's like tape, but it's got the Velcro. And I bought it for that other project that I had been doing. I'm probably going to need a strip about 2.5 inches big. I haven't used it yet. We'll see if we like it. I guess we're going to find out. So it's got 1/2 is the hook and the other half has the like the soft part to it. So one will go on the top and one will go on the bottom. I can't get this off. So I'd be solving that problem. So now, see, that one has the hook. This one has the other part. I put them together. They both have adhesive on the back, like tape. All right, so I got that. Let's put this together because I can take it apart again, right? That's the idea. So I want them to be together here. So here's how I do this. It's just the way my mind works. This is the other stuff that I had that was Velcro. I had to use E6000 on it to get it to stick to my wood projects. Now I found this, and like I said, I haven't used it yet. Let's hope it works. Like, why is it not? Come on, why can't I get the tape part off? Because I have no nails, people, that's why. I literally can't get it to come off. Come on. What am I doing wrong here? All right, X-Acto knife. Has anybody ever used this stuff before? There we go. I think I got it right there. I used the word earlier. I don't know if you guys heard me. my hands are clunky. Like, I don't have good fine, like, skills. Like, ooh, and that is super adhesive. Incredibly adhesive. Okay, I'm going to stick this on here, right? I'm going to stick it there. That's where I want it. And then rather than putting it on this and trying to match it up, what I do, once I can get the adhesive off, I'm going to stick this to that and then put the backing, put the other tag on top of it, if that makes sense. I needed my X-Acto knife to help me start this because I got no nails. There we are. That's all I needed. If I can just get the corner. It's like open the deli meat from the stinking, some of the meats, how they're wrapped up like that. Okay, so if I put this on here, oh, wrong way, girlfriend, what are you doing? Come on, stop it. I put it on there. Then I attach these the way I want them. I'm gonna have a good idea of what's gonna work here. I like one to be a little lower than the other. Okay. Now, oh, it's really adhesive. So now I don't care if that's permanent. I don't care if that's permanent. I'll be able to pull it apart every season and put it back together so that I can hang it back up, right? It is really strong. Jeez, Louise. All right, that's done. I think I'm gonna stick with the burlap. So I'm gonna get putting some of this stuff together. So let me grab, oh, I pull everything out, girls. I pull out all the tools, all the stops are getting pulled out. Where's my little glue dots? And I like the big ones, but I have them in my office, the big ones. So I'm gonna try to use the small ones and make it work. And if not, I'll have to reinforce them later. And then we'll figure out what to do with these carrots. Come on, where are you? Where are you, glue dots? I need more glue dots. That's the other thing. Oh, these are the really big ones. Holy schmoly. Look at how big those ones are. That's good. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. All right, let me flip this over. We'll get a few glue dots going here. One thing at a time, right? We know we want the burlap. We knew we were going to Velcro, so let's get that stuff done, and it'll help us decide what to do here. I'm going to pull this as tight as I can. Get paste on the back. So nobody cares about paste on the back. All right, now we have this done. I'm gonna put my glue dots aside. This is done. There's the Velcro. Now where to put the carrots? Now where to put the carrots? So now I could tie this together in a knot just for the sake. Now I have my hanger in place, right? And I'm fine with it being short, but I could make this not decorative, just make it useful, make that longer, because then I can come in with full burlap and make a bow here, and maybe these carrots end up as part of the bow. Maybe the carrots end up here on the burlap. Let me look at what you guys think. I'm looking for comments. Turn the burlap around, Cheryl says. Why would I do that, love? Turn the burlap, at least looks upside down to me. Really? I like it that way. Do you think it should be the other way? Well, Denise, we're glad we make you smile. I would just use that pail, use purple and have dots coming out. Just erase enough dots to do the pail. Oh, Sia says just in the middle. I kind of like the texture, Sia, of the burlap, and I like the texture because it's adding more texture. This is not, I don't think, on all the way. I cannot believe how strong this stuff is. Wowzer. That is incredible. I wanted to reposition it because I felt like it wasn't on all the way. Okay, so now, let's do this. Here's the ribbon that I had left over. Should we introduce a new spring color here? But I gotta figure out what to do with my carrots. This is almost like a challenge. Like we could be on a game show, challenging ourselves with this. Okay. See ya. I need me some purple ribbon next time you see me. See, I sometimes see ya at Walmart. Not that I really don't intend on going out anytime soon. But I do sometimes see her working in that, like by the paints and the crafts and like the fabrics and stuff. I do sometimes see her. Actually, we could do this either this way or we could do it the other way. I like the idea of doing this down here and then using this as a base for my bow because I could make like a pretty bow now. Let's see. You know how I am with I like me some pretty bows. The carrots might not even be the trick. Although, of course, because of the bunnies, they really would match. But let's make a little messy bow. That one was too short. I'm just trying to make it colorful. Yeah, I need a different color, yellow. Didn't I pull out other, oh, I have this ribbon right here. It's half ribbon, but nobody's going to know the difference. And I have lace. So I'm going to pull out some white lace and some pink lace and see if I can work all this stuff in together. I want to make that a little stronger to make a pretty bow. I have that. It's not quite the right purple, but maybe it doesn't need to be exactly the right purple. This was just in my little scraps. I just found it. I bet I got something gift wrapped with it. And I kept it because I'm so super frugal. That's neat. I didn't even think to look at my scraps. No purple. We've got pink. But I do have me some pink and black lace. I feel like sometimes when I feel like this is going on, you just tell me if this rings a bell to you. You know what this reminds me of? And I'm in the kitchen, I'm generally not good at this, but like when you open the kitchen and you're like, we don't have any meat thawed. I don't know what we're having for dinner. And so you just go, okay, I have like 2 eggs left. I have a half of a pepper. I've got bacon left over from yesterday's breakfast. Let's try to make a little omelet. We got some cheese. This is what this reminds me of. It's like taking all the stuff that you have left from other meals and trying to piece it all together. I'm going to try to make a messy little bow here using lace and ribbons. And we'll see what this looks like on here. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to work in the... No, I have a burlap in there. I have one burlap. Why do I have so many burlap pieces? Let's go that way. We'll go purple. I try to do 2 of each. That's just about what I try to do, actually. I'm going to put this black in the middle because I don't want the black to be that prominent. Okay, let's do that. And then my jute I'll just use because it's going to match the burlap to tie this together. And for me, when I'm doing this, the tighter, I want to flip it. For me, the tighter the knot, I think the prettier the bow. So I try to get this as tight as I possibly can. And I do like to scrunch it like a bow tie. I used to make bow ties. When my boys were really little, I made bow ties that they could wear. I love bow ties on boys, just saying, just as an aside here. I know that has nothing to do with anything that we're doing here, but that made me think of bow ties. Okay. You guys, I am like, you know, that, what do they say? Like squirrel? Like, I get so distracted so easily, but I think that's why I'm so entertained. I'm so easily entertained because my mind goes in a million different directions. I'm not seeing this lace up here, so I'm going to try to pull it up. I don't know. I don't think I like that one. I don't like, do you get, the purple's too purpley. It's too violet. This is almost looking like a light lavender. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't like it. Oh, Diane says it's looking good so far. Hang the carrots from the top of the ribbon. From here, right? You're saying just hang them from here. More jute rope needed. This one's too short. But don't worry, because believe me, I got more. I got more where that came from. Oh, raffia. What about raffia, you guys? Oh, I do love this process. Oh, how I love it. It's a good thing I don't have another live today because this one's taken a while. How about just some raffia bow, a messy one. I'm not feeling this bow. I'm not feeling that messy bow, but raffia on the other hand, like a messy raffia. What do we think of that plan? Then we can do the carrots. It almost looks like straw. Then we could do the carrots and it wouldn't look so, I felt like the bow is too girly or too pretty. It was competing too much. So if I do a couple of rounds of raffia and tie them together, it's too much though. I have too much of it there. It's just getting too thick. So let's do fewer strands. All I'm doing is I'm taking the raffia is a mess, right? I'm taking a big long strip of it. Here's about the end of it, right? So I'm just gonna loop it. So I have this loop here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now I have this loop, and I have this loop. This is gonna make my little bow. And I do that a couple of times. Raffia is unruly. It's just one of those things. I'm gonna do that a couple of times. Come on, baby. Where are my ends? I should have some ends here. Yep, they're there. And then you want some hanging off the end. So that's basically what we're trying to accomplish. So we want some hanging off the end. So don't do your loop too close to these ends because you want to have some frills. Okay, you need that dangling off the ends. You got your first loop. Those are all your danglies that are going to dangle off the end. This is the hard part, is keeping separated what goes with what. Then you want a second loop. And if you just did two, you'd have like a really narrow little bow with some like frills on the end. Raffia is, I don't use it a lot because it's just messy. It's just messy and unruly, and I don't usually like unruly. I'm a messy crafter, but I don't like unruly, like, it's not working for, like, they don't, it's like it doesn't behave. I don't like things that don't behave. I gotta put you in your place, Raffia, and tell you, like, you are not the boss of me. You will do what I say. The nice thing about it is, once you get it together, it's just a messy little bow. There's no, you don't really have to work with it that hard. So if I did that, and then I got these carrots up in here, or do you think that the carrots would go down? I think the carrots up there would be really cute. Let me get another piece of raffia here to see if I can somehow attach these. This is an easier side. I'm going to try to hide the bow, or this knot, I should say, not bow, in the back. And what if I just hung them? Like Denise said, just hang them from the bow. Okay, so now I have, this is here. I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to attach them with this piece of raffia. I'm going to tie them together. Come on. So the problem is knowing what belongs to what, because the raffia is just unruly, like I said. I'm going to tie a little knot here to connect these all. You're not even going to see it because, like I said, it's so unruly. You're not going to know what belongs to what. So if I can just get that bow tied. Uh-oh, my raffia ripped. Oh, it ripped, you son of a gun. All right, you know what? This is okay. This will work to hang that down there. And I like the raffia. But I don't have a way. When I tried to tie it, it ripped. I'll try one more time. And I'm going to do a double this time. That way maybe it won't rip so fast. There we go. That worked. Hi, kiddo.
Hi.
I got a visitor, you guys. Now, how do you keep the carrots from, like, flipping? Let's just see. I'm going to try to hold this up.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. My son says, bring duct. You want me to bring you, like, don't you have camo duct tape? Tracy says, much better. Yeah, I think the raffia is better. I'm liking the raffia better, too. It will go good with the carrots. Raffia is so forgiving. Right, Fran? Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are all saying you like the raffia better. We got to blow because we have burlap. We got raffia. The carrots, I may need to hang them lower. Like, you guys look. So the thing is, how am I going to keep the carrots upright? I'm going to use a glue dot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of those little dots of glue. But first, let's see if it's low enough on here. If you like it. If it's low enough. Oh, I like that. I like this. Bye, Ganny. I'm so focused, Gannon, on trying to get this done. I could glue this, or I could glue it. If you guys don't like it hanging, I could glue it up here. Right? We could glue it just right to the raffia because it's dangling. It's not really staying in place. So I could glue dot it right there. I could use a, where's my glue? Where'd I put you now? Oh, here you are. Get one of these glue dots. These glue dots are amazing. I love them. I love them. I love them. Uh-oh, I'm getting to the end of this one. I thought I had my big ones, but I guess the ones that I have in my office are the medium ones. So I can put that glue dot on the back of my carrots. And that's how I usually apply them. I don't try not to touch them because they're so sticky. So if you just push it from the roll onto whatever you're trying to glue. And then what if I just glue this to, instead of dangling it, if I just glued it to the top there. That's cute. The raffia, I'm liking that. I like that better than the other one. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Just one piece of raffia. Is it hanging too low or is it good? Let's see. Oh, that one just came off completely. This one's just too low. It doesn't match. That is really cute, you guys. And so the beauty of this thing, the beauty though, I think is my favorite part is that it's Velcroed on. What I've always done now for these is I've wood glued them together. But like I said, this one is a chalkboard that can be erased. So once we get the project done, and you really, actually, the bottom is a little loose, but the top is sticking really well. I could put another strip of Velcro back here to really solidly hold it in place with the hanger. I like it, you guys. And I'm so happy to show you flipping your transfers. I don't know how well that would work for really big designs, to be truthful. I've only tried it. This was my second time, and both of them were the bunny. I tried it twice with the bunny, and it worked. I'm not sure. You would just have to experiment with it and see if you could do it with bigger things. But great to be able to flip it and do a different side of it. I think that the lace is helpful with the polka dots not being too overpowering. And that the raffia ties, the raffia and the burlap ribbon tie that all together. I know, I see what you guys are saying about that being upside down now. I feel like I should flip it. And I could now because I could just take that Velcro and unhook it, unlatch it from itself, and then fix it. Aveen says, cute. I'm glad you guys like it. That was a workout though. So seriously, that one, we worked for that one, right? I pulled out every bin of ribbons and jute and raffia, and I got hot glue and I got Velcro, and this one took a lot of work. This one was a little bit of a workout. I think now I can have a glass of wine. I don't know about you, but that's what I feel like right now. All right, I'm glad you guys love it. I appreciate your company. Anybody who's catching the replay, let me know that you're catching the replay. Thank you for all the hearts, you guys. Those of you who are catching me live, thank you for the company. I have a workshop coming up on April 26th. It is on Facebook. It's live just like this. All you need to do, the workshop's free. You just need to buy your kit, and it's everything that you need to try this stuff out for yourself for the first time or just to build up your confidence. We'll go over all the basics that you need to know. I put the link to my VIP lounge if anybody's not in the customer lounge. Oh, speaking of, hold on, if you guys want to see, I have this kit ready for you guys. I'm really excited about it. I placed an order. I needed more. I ran out of squeegees and stir sticks and stuff. So I've got a kit that I'm going to post in the VIP group. I'm not going to tell you guys the price. This is a public domain, so anybody can see this, but I'm going to show you what's included in the kit, and then you guys can jump into the VIP customer lounge to see it tonight. My goal is to get it posted tonight. Let me grab it. I am really, really, really excited about this one. So I'm thinking I'm going to make the kit available. It's always, you guys are always getting a discounted price in there. VIP kit available inside the group, and then whoever orders it and gets it, I'll do a live and we can work on it together. So you guys can chalk alongside me to make the project. So the kit's going to include tags. So you're going to get a set of 6 mini tags, and this is what we're going to chalk on. And we can use these in multiple ways once you see the transfer. So you're going to get this. You're going to get 4 packs of paste, and I will let you choose your colors. For the project, I would recommend a black and a gray. I would recommend a black and a gray, and then 2 other colors to go with. It's seed packets. It's the seed packets. So you're going to get 4 packs of paste. You're going to get your mini tags. You're going to get color trays. So these little trays, you'll get 4 of them, 1 for each of your colors, for putting your, and they're reusable. They're plastic, but you can wash them and reuse them. You'll get a mini squeegee, and you're going to get this. It's the biggest transfer that we sell, but it's 4 mini tags. So you're going to cut it down to a smaller size. So this is a size E, and it's the seed packets. Look at the detail, you guys, on these. They're just really beautiful. There's 6 of them, and they're layering ones. So you have the base layer of your flower, and then you layer this on top so you can get another color in there for detail. So you could do like bright pink and white on top. But every single one of them has layers. Look at this one, the zinnia, how beautiful that is. And the detail that you can get with it. And that one I love, the bird's eye. And then it comes with this phrase, plant dreams, pull weeds, and grow a happy life. And it also comes with the base silk screen, so that if you want the base of your tag to be like gray or pink or whatever color, you could do the base of your tag 1 color and then do the seed packet on top. This is an E-size transfer, so you get the E-size transfer, you get 4 packs of paste, you get 4 of the trays. You're gonna get your mini squeegee and your tags to do the project. So I think I'm going to set a deadline. I'm going to post it in the group. I'm going to set a deadline for people to order so I can get them in and back out to you guys. That way I'm able to give you guys the discount. And then we'll set a live session up so we can do it together. And I haven't decided, that will probably be inside the VIP group, since it's for VIPs, like VIP customers of the Comfy Nest. So I'm so excited about it. I am dying to use it, but I'm going to wait for you guys so that we can do it together. Look at this one. They even have like special little scrollies. Like each pack is a little bit different with the decorative edging on it. Look at this one. Has like a little banner. And then look at that. It's so much detail, you guys. They each have a different like scroll around them, like a different border. Oh gosh, they're beautiful. I love them. I love them, and I can't wait to use them. So I'm going to save it so that I can do it with you guys. This kit will be, I'm hoping, my goal is to post it tonight. So look in the VIP Customer Lounge for that. There is a unit in the Customer Lounge that's just for bundles. So I'm going to post it, but if you go in like tomorrow to look for it and you can't find it on the wall, you're just scrolling and can't find it, go into the units and then find the VIP bundle unit, and then you'll see all the bundles that are available right now. All right, you guys, have a beautiful, blessed night. Happy chalking. Have fun with your projects. And I would love it if you would post them in the VIP Customer Lounge so we can inspire each other with all the fun projects we have going on. Take care and many blessings.